Welcome, welcome, welcome. Potent Podcast episode 24, Kobe episode, and now all of a sudden I'm sad. Jay here with Trills. Trills, what's up, bro?
Chilling, bro. What's going on with you?
Nah, man, I see you with the plaid and shit, you know what I mean? Like, I see you, like, that's fall right there. That's that fall drip right there.
Man, it's time, bro.
You looking different right now. Like, you got a little bit more smile, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got a little bit more bounce in your step. Like, you definitely are what's the word? You're a representative for spooky season all day. And you know what? I have to admit, it's here because I'm going to stop talking crazy about shit if you keep seeing Freddy sweaters on your body. Fuck that. I'm sorry. It is spooky season. Y'all right. Let's watch Nightmare Before Christmas. Or, you know what? Let me ask you a question. Let's start there real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Can you settle this one for me? Is Nightmare Before Christmas a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie? Or both? Okay, so explain both. Go.
100% both. It does. I would say it leans more to Halloween, obviously, right? Because it's Halloween town, right? But I mean, how is it not a Christmas movie? You know what I mean? You got everything you need in the Christmas movie.
Right.
You have Santa. You got gift giving. You get snow. Like, what the fuck? What else do you need? If Home Alone, right, is Christmas movies, then why not?
Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Absolutely.
Thank you, man. I'm tired of people with this. It takes place at a Christmas party.
Like, come on, bro. It's 100% the Christmas movie.
The mental gymnastics you have to do to try to say that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie is incredible, man. Like, whatever argument you want to tell yourself is crazy, bro. Like, I don't understand it.
I mean, it doesn't have to be the central plot for it to fit into the thing of the film.
But, you know, I think that the argument against it is, you know, like, I don't understand why a movie can't be violent and an action movie and be a Christmas movie.
Oh, if that's the argument, that's completely stupid.
Right. Like, Friday After Next is a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
You know, and that don't have, you know, that really don't have, I mean, Santa, you know, is out here robbing people, whatever. But, like, you know, just because people aren't in the crib, like, roasting marshmallows and shit, like, that don't mean that it's not a Christmas movie.
Bro, there are horror Christmas movies.
Right. Like what? Krampus, right? That just came out?
Yeah, that came out. There's like Black Christmas.
Black Christmas.
Like, come on.
Yeah. All right, cool. I just wanted to make sure we got that out the way. All right. Big week with music. We'll get to all that. Let's get to the shits real quick.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
So Nelly didn't hear us, Trills. He didn't hear us.
Uh-huh.
He didn't hear a word we said when it came to those Jordans. That tweet that you sent me with his latest Jordan custom makes me sick to my stomach. It's even worse than before. It's even worse. Those are worse. Those look like the Jordans that women buy that were fake to go with their jersey dress from back in the day.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sick to my stomach, bro, with this shit, man. First of all, look, I get it, right? You're a guy. Nelly comes to you, says, I want you to make this for me. I have the money to make this happen. Cool. Does this person who's doing the customs, has he said to him, yo, these kind of feel out of pocket, you sure? Or is he just like, give me the money?
He's definitely just taking the money, yo.
Of course he is, because he's not talking to this man.
God damn, bro. And it seems like Nelly is purposely getting more offensive with the customs, too.
There it is right there. I think that Nelly understands that people are tuning in now for these fucking god-awful sneakers. And now he's taking a run with it. Kudos to him for that, for recognizing that. Me, if I was in this position and I saw the online backlash, I know you shouldn't care. You know, I love how a lot of people say they don't care what people think. That's not true at all. Like, for almost anybody.
No.
And if you don't care what people think, you're probably an asshole. Like, over-the-top asshole. Like, somebody that really, like, you don't give a fuck about nothing.
Yeah.
But me, if I see all that internet slander when I thought I was doing something fresh, I'm going to dial that shit back. Real quick. And then you even went as far last episode to explain that the judges who are judging the dancing say this is why you can't move is because you in them bullshit ass Jordans.
Yeah.
How do we get a message to Nelly? Do we get a message to Ali first? Does he relay that message to Nelly? Are we going through the proper channels? I don't think we are.
It seems like Ali is the is the Nelly spokesman.
Right. Well, it seems like he's the guy. Like, I'm the man. If you want to meet the man, you got to meet the man. You know, type shit, right? Like he's the buffer, right? Talk to me, and then maybe you'll talk to him. Ali has always felt like he was that guy, right? Like we talked about it. He was supposed to be the one first. It was supposed to be him and not Nelly, right? And he recognized what happened and just fell the fuck back and just was like, fuck it, we're gonna run with this or whatever. Very smart and very a way to put his ego to the side, because he could have just been like, nah, fuck that, I've been the man, I don't give a fuck about that. But you know that, like, but anyway, Ali seems like the guy that we need to get to. So Ali, if you're watching this, talk to your man, bro. Y'all don't gotta listen to us, right? You could look at me and say, you know what, that man's dripless, he don't know how to dress, he's in a fucking Yankees shirt, whatever. Cool, you might be right. I'm just trying to help because it's making me fucking mad.
It's wild, bro.
My God, with those heels, get them shits the fuck out of here, bro.
You gotta be stopped, bro.
Bro, you sent me that other one and it really pissed me off, and it just ended, like, it ruined my day. Like, I was like, it was that mad. I don't know why I got that mad, irrationally mad.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
All right, let's move on. Trills, we've talked about it much on here, right? This OnlyFans thing is growing and growing, right? Women who are out of work are now putting money in their pocket from the privacy of their own home without interacting with anybody, contracting diseases, or at worst, putting themselves at risk to being harmed by whoever it is that they're going to see, right?
Right.
But now we're seeing celebrities getting desperate, right? Celebrities have, let's say, let's talk about it like this. How many women out there right now are making OnlyFans now because they are covering their losses for club appearances and walkthroughs that they should have had?
The number must be astronomical right now, bro.
For sure. Like, there's no appearances, right? Like you know, for the women, all right, how do I say this without sounding like an asshole? For the women who are talentless or don't offer anything other than their personality or how they look, this is a tough time for them, right? Like, you have no other way to get content out there, and I'm not certain that people are asking for anything other than what it is that you provide at this point, right? Like, would you say that that's fair?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So we've got 2 new OnlyFans. I'm not going to talk about any man that has an OnlyFans, okay? I don't want anybody to be offended by that or anything like that. It's just not a point of interest here. Not talking about that. Don't care. But we got 2 new ones from 2 very, well, one who is much more in the spotlight than the other right now at this point, right?
Right.
Like, we could agree right now Jordan Woods is hot.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And, you know, she just turned 23. She starts in OnlyFans. And then Amber Rose starts in OnlyFans, which right off the rip kind of made me think about Amber Rose, because she's notorious for plenty of nudes, whether she wanted to post them or didn't. She posts them. Someone steals them, right?
Yeah.
So the question I have for you is, are you paying for Amber Rose's OnlyFans?
There's absolutely no fucking way.
Go off a little bit real quick while I sit here and have some of this wine.
There's no fucking way. I mean, Amber Rose is like, you know, a perfectly good-looking woman, but sure. I have seen everything I need to see of Amber Rose.
For sure, my friend. And that's a great point, right? And that's what I was alluding to. You put nudes out on a daily yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you and I always respected that about her, right? Like, you know, people will take that and say, oh, well, look, that's all she's offering. But you know what, man? It takes a lot to be that confident, be that beautiful, be able to be that strong and just say, I don't care, man. I'm taking control of this shit and I'm putting it out myself. I'm not about to complain about that. She's a beautiful woman, man. It looks great. But paying for said nudes that can be Googled, probably found on Reddit, which, I mean, I hate to say that I'm stealing, but I went on Reddit and
they're always dropping them in there.
They're always there. The Amber Rose ones were there. The first 2 were bangers, right?
Yeah.
Titties out, you know, lips out in one of the pictures. I was like, oh my God. Okay. That's her reeling you in, right?
Yeah.
You pay for the content. You say, oh wow, she's leading with these bangers. It's only gonna get better. Nah, it's gonna get worse.
Yeah.
What she just roped you in to pay for high-end IG pictures.
Yeah.
Sad. A gentleman on Reddit. This is, I think I want to tell this story as a lesson to fellas. Guys, I get it. It's rough out here right now, right? You don't want to risk going to her house because you don't know where the fuck she been, right? You don't want to risk going out to a place to eat with a woman because you don't know what the fuck is going on out here in these streets when it comes to COVID. But don't pay for these fucking subscriptions, bro. She charged $40 for a picture that was, when the picture came through on Reddit, it's literally a picture that's been on IG, like of her ass in panties.
Yeah.
I want my $40 back.
Yeah.
I want to hit dude up and start a GoFundMe for him so he can get his money back.
Yeah.
Like, that's the appeal of it, though, right? Is that you get to message them, talk directly to them, and then they say, hey, baby, $40, you get this picture.
Yeah.
Talk to me, Trills.
They talk to you nice. They say, hey, cutie, and all this other shit, not knowing what the fuck you look like or anything else. But that's the game, right? I mean, shit. Before this, people had call girls. I mean, in my opinion, a call girl's a little more intimate because at least, I mean, you're talking to someone. It could have been a dude with a high voice you don't fucking know. But, I mean, text that's like copy and pasted text in everybody's inbox is kind of wild, but whatever gets you excited, I guess. All of this is better than like people like risking their lives and shit. But I personally feel if you're going to invest your money into this platform, and if you are doing it under the circumstances of supporting someone or supporting women, you probably should go to women that aren't close to being a millionaire if they're not millionaires already.
Two types of women right now are running OnlyFans. It's not the celebs. The celebs are just going to get people that are going to jump right in, right? Two types of women right now are running OnlyFans. The women in the porn industry who now have to go and cut out every single middleman and now just get to do whatever they want on their time and reap all the benefits. And the everyday girl that you've been dying to see naked, that all of a sudden you stumbled on her shit on OnlyFans and you're like, oh yeah, I want to see this. That's it.
Here's something I want to say about that.
Let's go. Let's go.
I know one of my homies has been on this chick, like really, really thirsting, bro, on Twitter all the time. And I like clown him. Like one time I put like a thirsty gif under the shit, and he hit me like, yo, he texted me personally like, yo, stop doing that. Yo, chill. I'm like,
I love how it's on the side like, yo, stop playing me in public.
Yeah. Bad out here, bro. Chill. But you know, he was shooting a shot, constantly shooting a shot. She threw the OnlyFans up. You know, he went and copped immediately, which that's who's supposed to do it, right? Like
right.
The men that been on shorties and Twitter and Instagram going heavy, they're gonna cop. Bro saw the pictures and videos of the most intimate parts,
and he was turned off.
Done.
See? Sometimes it's better not to know. Here, let's frame it another way, right? You see that picture and you get a chance to analyze it. It's not in front of you, right? You don't have to make a decision right then, right? Right? Like you look at it and you're like, ooh, I'm good. But let's say that's flipped. Let's say you get shorty to your crib, right? And now you get to look at those under parts. And now you have a decision to make. Okay? Are we cutting these lights off? And I'm just gonna go ahead and troop along. Because who knows, right? The look of the vagina doesn't mean how it feels.
No, it doesn't.
For the uninitiated, whoever, I don't know who needs to hear this, but there's pretty pussies that are trash, and there's not so pretty pussies that are actually fire. You won't know until you go in.
Between. Right.
And everything in between, for sure. And you won't know until you go in. So
yep.
you have a decision to make right then. Am I so turned off by this that I'm going to hurt this woman's feelings by telling her I'm good? Or am I going to troop along? Trills, that's when it gets interesting. When you see the picture, you can automatically just be like, all right, and and just toss that shit, cancel your subscription.
Yeah.
But in regular times, if you were able to get shorty to the crib and you see that, then you have a decision to make.
Yeah.
I'll go out on a limb and say if it was my decision, I'm still going to finish the job. Look.
I can tell you from personal experience, I have been there and was not able to keep.
So talk to me, Trills. How do you broach the subject? Like, did you say, "Oh, I left my oven on. Oh, my iron's still on. Oh, I didn't close the front door."
Well, I attempted, right? It just wasn't, chemistry, everything just was off, right? It just was not happening, right? So I'm like, yo, you want to try to do some other things to kind of like get this working? And shorty was like feeling like a little too like, no, I don't think I want to do any of that. And I was like, all right, well, I guess this is a wrap.
Yeah, like
I just straight up said it. Like, yo, I guess this shit is a wrap.
Well, she made it easy. She made it easy, right? Like, okay, so you asked that question, right? And then she says, no, I'm not doing any of that. I think she kind of expects you to be like, well, like I'm out of here. You're saying that so matter of factly to shut it down, right? You're not even leaving the door open.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And and it depends.
It didn't go without an insult. Like she threw a little shot. She threw a little shot after I was like, well, I guess this just isn't happening. But, look, I would, in that situation, I would much rather have had seen a photo of everything to be like,
you know what? Friday's not gonna work for me now. Something came up real quick. I feel bad. Don't hate me. That's it. When you start the text with, "Oh, don't hate me. Please don't hate me."
Yeah.
You about to get hated. Like,
but I told bro, I was like, "Yo, I mean, at least you ain't get a real shot at it."
How much was the subscription?
I think he told me that she had a sale on it before he went to it, and it was like $4.50 or $5 or something.
A sale on my. You know what? Act now, and you can get like.
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
What? Well, you know what? I won't. So you know what? That's even better that he waited for the sale, right? So whatever you said it was $5, he got off cheap, bro.
Yeah.
There's nothing that you're gonna get for $5 being with that chick. Like there's nothing. Like if you were in her presence, there's no way that you're walking away unless she's of the lowest of standards or whatever. You're not walking away not spending.
I can't imagine even in person that she would like flash you the box for $5.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, so you know what? Lesson learned. And I think the bigger lesson is online women, right? You become infatuated with the way that they look, but that's filters, that's angles. They take the right pictures, and they send out the right tweets, and you become infatuated with them. You almost start to feel like you know them, and then you really don't. So I think this is a good lesson for everybody out there. Like, there's a lot of beautiful women in the world. Clearly, I feel like as men, we're outnumbered like severely when it comes to
100%.
Right. But at the same time, it's like, once you start to really understand who these women are, what they're about, what their sort of values are, like how they are and they speak, like that's really like you have to take it for face value. Because once you get past that, I think you're gonna find yourself being disappointed with a lot of these women, man. Like with the way
Oh yeah. But with the same token, I'm sure that there are some women out there, right, that have like some accounts that are probably very interesting. They probably do something really dope on them that we aren't aware of. Because I mean, you could pretty much do anything with them. I'm sure there's some super creative women out there that even if they are nude or whatever, they're probably doing something pretty cool. We just don't know.
Right.
And I would just urge people to go to find that, like, not fucking Amber Rose's shit. Like, that's wild.
At the same time, Reddit got me. That's like everybody's OnlyFans. All of a sudden, I just look on Reddit and all of a sudden they're like, bam, pops up. Erica Mena, done. Tahiri, done. All of these girls, like, but look, at the same time, that is stealing. I feel bad. If they are supposed to be making money off that, you know, like I'm not stealing it. It's on the internet.
You know what? I feel bad if it's really somebody hurting and somebody that's starving out there and their OnlyFans content is being stolen.
Right.
But for the majority of us, which is a lot of us on this planet that are going to Pornhub and shit like that, you're looking at women's content and you're not fucking paying for it. It's not that different.
Right. No, it's not. Like basically what Pornhub and all these sites did was smash the adult industry. And that's why so many of these girls have freedom now. Like these girls were doing this before OnlyFans. It was just cam shows. And they were smart because there's dudes like a dude like me, I get infatuated with women like in the industry, like and I go look up their scenes. Right. Yeah. Like that's how I work. Like, you know, I've got subgenres that I like and everything as well, but it's the women that like I'll go like constantly look up their movies and stuff like that. Like I get infatuated with that girl. So it's like that now because the industry is smashed now because we get everything for free, you know, and now these women actually, they understand that there's dudes like me who are infatuated with them like that, and they can just take the money and just keep it for themselves, which is what OnlyFans does and what those cam shows did. So I wanted to ask you, because we talked a ton about Amber Rose and shit. So what is Jordan Woods' OnlyFans going to look like? Because I got to be honest with you, bro. I really don't expect much. Like, I'm not expecting much. And if we get a titty or something, I'm going to be very surprised. Like, shocked almost.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can't imagine that that's going to be something that diehards are going to enjoy. It's, you know what I'm saying? I just think it's probably fans of that area of people. So, I mean, if you're a Kylie fan or some shit like that, you'll probably check in. But I don't think most people are really checking for that, honestly.
Yeah, so I don't know. So what is this going to be about? Like she's got a new boyfriend, Karl Anthony Towns. Shout out to them. That's great, man. You know, so what is this going to, so she said that she's going to be into creating art. I think it's kind of what you said when it comes to her. Like those were her words. I don't know how true that is, but that's what she's saying. Like, I think that she's probably thinking along the lines of what you're thinking when it comes to creating art, like tasteful nude pictures, like very, like, you know, black and white across it, like things like that, like take like different things and different takes. So I think maybe that it would be, but I can't expect that this content is going to be anything, you know, explicit.
Yeah, I doubt that.
Okay. All right. So yeah, OnlyFans, only for women. Don't tell me about no dudes OnlyFans. All right.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
All right. You know, Trills, you know, and everybody else who follows this podcast knows that, you know, football is pretty much, it's this in football, right? We don't, I don't have anything else but this in football. Like, and we're in the full swing of football with COVID being all over the Tennessee Titans, the Steelers not playing, moving the Chiefs game. So football's been very, very interesting to track just based off of all the things that I feel like I was naive the entire time too, Trills, because it was like the first 3 weeks and I'm like, shit's good. We going the whole season. And it's like, the doctors have been saying for weeks, they're like, I still don't understand how anybody thinks this is really gonna happen. Like, and I'm just like, shut up, man. I don't want to hear it. Like, you know how you don't want to hear something, and you're just like, I don't care. Well, whatever. You know, the NFL seems to be progressing with that. But there was something interesting that happened this week. The LA Rams played the New York Giants. Now, this isn't about sports, guys. Okay, Jalen Ramsey plays for the Los Angeles Rams. He's a cornerback, one of the best in the game. Golden Tate plays for the New York Giants, who's a wide receiver. Great guy, met him at a Yankee game, took a picture with me, baller. Guy who's gotten a lot out of his career as a shorter receiver, like in this league, and he stuck around for a while. Tough guy. So, this has nothing to do with sports, like I said. Jalen Ramsey was dealing with Golden Tate's sister, had 2 kids with her. And while she was pregnant with the second kid, I don't know if I'm wrong. I think I've got it right, but
it's the second kid.
Yeah, right. She's pregnant with the second kid, and Jalen Ramsey cheats with a stripper. And you know, clearly, whatever the relationship ends. That's Golden Tate's sister. Golden Tate's a little bit of a hothead. This is the backstory for him as well. Yeah. If you guys want a little bit of a backstory, I'm not going to tell you how the fight went. You know, like people tell different stories about it and things like that. But Golden Tate used to play for the Seattle Seahawks. And the year that they played in the Super Bowl here in New Jersey at MetLife against the Broncos, the night before the Super Bowl, he got into a fight with Percy Harvin, his own teammate. And he had a big, like, lump in his eye. So, like, Golden Tate has, like, this little mean streak in him, right? So Golden Tate says before the game, yeah, it's personal. You know, and everybody knows what it is. Trills, I know you're not into, you know, football or sports, you know, like that. Doesn't this sound like, especially given the sport and the nature of the sport and how violent it is, like it's just like, oh my God, like what is gonna happen in this game?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, man.
what would you do if you're Golden Tate? Even if you're not a hothead, I think that sort of disrespect cannot go unpunished. And if I can hit you, if I can hit you legally, yeah, I'm gonna have it.
You're going for it for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna be on your mind the entire time you're on the field. Before you even stepped on the field, it was festering.
The worst part is that Jalen Ramsey isn't a cornerback who's just like, oh, I'm floating in and out. He's like one of the best in the game. And you know exactly where he is every time. Like, you know exactly where he is. So it's not even like it's a low-profile player that, you know, like you got to pick and choose. Like, you can hit him anytime you want, basically. You know, now Golden Tate's in a weird spot. Like, I can't cost my team 15 yards because I'm mad at this dude. And, you know, he held his composure for the game. And I was surprised because I tweeted in the morning. I was like, they might fight at kickoff. Like, he might just run across, but Jalen Ramsey actually gets his shot on Golden Tate, picks him up off the ground it's a clean tackle, but he fucking body slammed him. I was like, oh my God. Look, I was watching that game because the Rams are a 49ers division rival, and I watch all of them because I need to pick their flaws apart, whatever they are, you know, to make the fans feel better because the 49ers look like shit right now. But I was watching for that. Like, that's really why I was watching that game.
Yeah, man.
So after the game, they fight, though. Did you see the big ass, the dust up? Like, and Jalen Ramsey was waiting for Golden Tate after the game. And
That's what I heard.
Bro, this is insane. In COVID land right now, you are willing to, like, you don't, like, neither of you give a fuck about that. This is the sports story that 2020 needs right now, honestly, at this point. But give me your thoughts, man. Like, how do you move if you're either of those guys, right? Because you know what, like, you get the narrative of Jalen Ramsey was a little bit disrespectful at the way, because he talked shit, like, after too. Like, not only did he do his sister wrong or whatever, like, he talked shit about it after too. Like, you know, like that's who Jalen Ramsey is, though. So, like, how do both of them move in this situation?
I mean, Ramsey's wilding, bro. Like, bro, like you, like, bro, how out of pocket, bro?
That's what like. Why are you so mad? Like, why? Like, you know, you wouldn't even be like, my bad, bro. Like, and then, like, I would even be like if you know, God forbid that something like that happened and the brother came to me, I'd be like, I'm sorry, and I understand why you're here.
Right.
I got a sister. I get it. I know exactly why you're here right now, bro. Like, I'm not even like, we're gonna have to fight. Clearly, you know, but I'm not mad at you for fighting me. Like, you know, like, I get it, bro. So, like, but he don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I'm like actually shocked on who appears to be more of the aggressor in this shit. Like,
right.
But I mean, we don't know, like, conversations, right, that have been happening off the field before season even started. Amongst family members, like, this shit must have been going for a long time, and somebody must have said something crazy.
That, and Golden Tate hasn't had a chance to play Jalen Ramsey, and the first thing that pops up this time after a few years is, I'm still on your ass. Yeah, there was some text sent back and forth because he got Jalen Ramsey's number, you know, and if he don't got it, they're in the NFL circle, somebody's gonna get it to him. Like, they don't like each other at all.
That's clear.
But man, it's just crazy to think that, right? Like, all right, so everybody's like, oh, professional athletes, you got to do the right thing. At the end of the day, men are men, bro. And especially when it comes to family. That's my sister. And you, like, look, the dude fucks up and he wants to talk to me, cool. Maybe I might even, like, broker a conversation, right?
Yeah.
Like, me not acting crazy. But for you to do what you do and then you be like, yeah, and fuck you, what about it? That's it, man. There's nothing else to talk about at that point.
Yeah, it's time to throw hands, man.
All right, man. Yeah, that was some good topics there.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Trills, we're not doing a retro review of anything, right? This week for music, I'm not even trying to hold it up. We're going to talk for a while. There is so much. I don't even know where to fucking start with all these new music releases this week. This has been one of the most like I felt like cramming for a test before I got on here, right? Like I crammed all these albums in and listened to them like back to back to back to back, man. You know what? I don't even want to save it for last. Let's start with the gift that we got.
Okay.
So Trills, you sent in the WhatsApp chat, right? Like my phone, like it like I'm not even trying to like, like flex or nothing like that. Like right now because of Twitter and this football shit, like people hit me up about posts that I've had for like 2 weeks ago, and like my mentions be in shambles at times, bro. So like my phone be going off. I think I looked at it, but you sent me a YouTube link and it says something Jay Electronica on it. Like I thought I saw it and I'm like, all right. I was like, you know what? Like I think I just glossed over it, right? So
Yeah.
I didn't even see it. And I look on the internet and I see people tweeting about Act 2 was leaked. And for those that don't know, Act 2 was supposed to be like, someone called it, what is it? The sophomore debut album, it's hard to explain what this album was supposed to be, but this is the album that we were really waiting for with Jay Electronica until we got what we got with him and Jay-Z. And it's incredible that this was able to get out there. So I'm starting to look around like, and I look, and it's exactly what you sent me from YouTube. You had been listening to it for how long before I hit you about it?
I would say most of the day. Because I got it in the morning. I think you hit me in the evening. So I have ran it like at least 2 times from top to bottom.
Trills, there's a joke out there, but I don't think it's a joke. Someone said Jay Electronica will give us his album when the world ends. We get the Jay-Z joint right when COVID hits. Right before November, we get Act 2, which was recorded circa, and correct me if I'm wrong, 2012.
Yeah.
Trills, this was sitting in a hard drive for close to 10 years. It's clearly unfinished. Yeah. Shout out to Tidal. And shout out to Jay Electronica also. Because you could have, right then when the leak came out, went and just started taking a pause on everything. You know what? I think what happened was Jay saw all of the love that people were saying about it on the internet and was like, you know what? Get it up on the streaming site.
You got to do it. You got
Run it up. Run it up. If you ever have a choice right now to make some extra money, this is it right here, bro.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's clearly unfinished.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of just instrumentals. Not certain. So you tell me what you think. First of all, the album's fucking great. There. Like let's just say that.
Yeah.
I can't believe that an album that has been recorded in 2012 was sitting in a hard drive for this long and still sounds so much like right now, and exactly what he just put out with Jay-Z too. Like it's fucking crazy, bro. Like we'll get to that in a minute. But what I was gonna ask is, I'm not certain how many of these interlude instrumentals are intended for that, or Jay has just never laid anything to that. What are your thoughts on that?
That's a good question, man. To me, I didn't even think about it. I thought that was what he was going for, that they were meant to just roll into the next song. But you could have a point. He probably never touched them, because there are even songs here, right, where there's like instrumental, but he raps too, right? And that instrumental part seems like it might have been like open for a verse that just was never laid, or whatever the case may be. So you might be right. It could be one of the two things. I really am not sure.
I think that adds to it though.
Yeah, see, if they were meant to be instrumentals that are segues between tracks, that's fire. I hope that's what it was. Mm-hmm. Kind of like what they did with The Throne, right? Where they had that one instrumental that broke it up. That would be dope if that was the intention. I like that a
lot. I'm so impressed, man, with a lot of these beats sound in the same pocket. Pianos, a lot of instruments. I'm just like, I don't like, I really don't know what else to say, really. Like, I'm just like, man, you were worth the wait almost, right? Like, like, how we used to joke about it? Like I remember when people would talk about it, like, oh, it's supposed to, I'll be like, I don't even care. Like, I don't care or whatever.
Yeah.
It was worth it. It really was, man. It really was. And I, as a person who has created music, I'm not going to knock him for not being able to complete it if he didn't feel like he had it. Like, there's no way you put this out like this if you intended that. Like, I don't feel like, like, I feel like, sometimes there's great ideas that you have. Trills, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. You have great ideas, you articulate it, and then there's something on the song that's missing, and you just keep it until you figure out what it is that's missing.
Yeah.
And a lot of these songs feel like that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's been sitting there. Yeah. It's not that he didn't want to put it out. I admire somebody who, instead of just giving, caving to the mob and just putting something out, or just putting that out half-baked, didn't, because of how they feel about their own art.
Yeah.
That's also, this is important right now for Jay Electronica. Like, the myth of him now and the legend of him goes up now. Like, this is shit that down the line we're going to look back and be like, bro, this man didn't give us anything for this long, was held in this high regard, and then dropped 2 projects in a year filled with incredible projects that are going to stand up high when we get to the end of the year list and we talk about what is what in September. This is a leaked album, Trills. Talk. Go ahead. I can keep talking all day. Go. Tell me. And tell me what's your favorite song. Go. We have a lot here to unpack with this album, man.
Bro, this man is legitimately the Dave Chappelle of rap.
I love it. I never even thought of that. Love it.
Like, not caving to pressures, not giving the audience something just because we want it, not releasing things that are halfway done, and saying exactly what he wants to say, and it being exactly what you need and still being dope throughout all of that whenever it comes. It's an impeccable feat, bro. Like, I mean, alone having people holding him in such high regard with the small body of work that we got within the 2-year span. Yeah, man, when it's leaked, I mean, obviously super hype about it, right? But thinking to myself, like, oh shit, man, he held this. I hope it's not like
trash,
bad,
right?
Because look, we've all been there. You've been there. I've been there.
I've made whack songs.
Yeah, for sure. And they might not be whack to somebody else, but you still feel like you have to work on it. Like, I get people still asking, where's Lush Life 3? And I don't have the precious Jay Electronica has.
No, you don't.
At all.
Right.
And
we got the pressures of this podcast. When the next episode dropping? I'm like, bro, I can barely breathe.
Right. It's like, well, I just want to give you the shit that is right.
For sure.
And this shit was not whack. And that is what really fucking blew my mind, that it wasn't whack, bro. And it was true to what you expect from JLA. The instrumentals are what you expect. The sound bites that are added into it.
Ronald Reagan starting it also. So let's talk about it, Trills. Ronald Reagan Ridge comes. All of a sudden, now this is here, like the Ronald Reagan sprinkled too, like on other things now, and it's been other projects other than this, man. Like, you're not far off, bro. You're not far off, man.
Everybody's in tune, man.
That's it. It's impressive.
Yeah. I mean, this is it's just crazy, man. I can't even.
Shiny Suit theories on here as well.
Chinese, bro. That is one of the best rap songs of all time. It's
Can
a
I ask you?
perfect
But
song.
so when Jay and Hove go to do this project, right? Like, does Hove look at him and be like, "Yeah, we're putting shiny suit on here too," and he's like, "All right, yeah, let me go get it or whatever." Like, it was done. That's one of the songs that is released by him. Is released.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a myth. You don't got to go on YouTube to find it. Like, that's released. So
Right.
So it was supposed to be part of this project too.
Right.
That's what I found interesting about it.
What is insane to me, and maybe it's, I don't know how we received it. We had Chinese suit theory way back then, right? We remember it from way back then.
And they
But to
performed it at the
me,
Brooklyn Festival, right? Like when he was out there in the suit, man, what a moment. Imagine.
Yeah, man. But to me, shiny suit feels better on written testimony than it does here.
Talk about it, because I feel the same way.
So if I am creating that album, I have shiny suit theory, and I'm probably working and building around that. So instead of making a collection of 12 songs or whatever it may be in the moment, right? And they're just being made, and then you're piecing them together.
Right.
So I think like having the ability to create songs and a project around a song and a theme kind of helps round it out a little more.
Also, it feels at home. I mean, this is the obvious thing. It feels at home because it's a Hove and electronica tape. So that feels right at home. But yeah, I agree with everything that you said there, honestly, when it comes to that. So, all right, I'm gonna put your feet to the fire. Favorite song on here?
Still hard to say,
Mm-hmm.
but I have been playing Memories and Merlot over and over and over and over.
I really like that record too. The one that I've been playing, and not because I don't even think it's my favorite, is Bonnie and Clyde. I don't know, man. Like, it's the beats, like, it's like, you know what? I love that he allowed the instrumentals to breathe, right? Because that helps to build up the song. Like, Jay Electronica did a great job on this project of using his voice as another instrument rather than trying to overbear everything, right? Like, he really created this with the idea of, I'm going to be adding to music. I'm adding to music with my voice. And that can't be understated as well.
That brought up a point for me.
Mm-hmm.
The usage of voice as an instrument to complement instruments. Is it just me, or does Rough Love kind of give you a little Slick Rick?
For sure. And you know for a fact that he's inspired by Slick Rick.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, he's one, like, it's so crazy. I had to, like, someone asked me where Jay Electronica is from. They're like, what part of New York? I was like, you're from New Orleans.
Yeah.
I was like, it's Louisiana. Like, it's not like just because, you know, like it's, his sound is not where he's from, right? Like, it doesn't feel like that, right? Like, I think that's the other thing, man. Like, that he's from there, but his sound is kind of universal, right?
Yeah.
It's not like people really believe it's from New York. People really believe that he's like, and it's not, like, he's down south.
Right.
Yeah, man. It's you know, like, I hate to sound like I'm, like, you know, out of things to say about things, but it's just like, again, I don't know if it's because we're home. I don't know if it's because we're paying attention to everything. But goodness gracious, this year has given us so many, like the amount of albums I'm not listening to right now because of the things that are out now too. Like, I don't think you guys understand that. Look, let's put a wrap on the Jay Electronica thing. Thank you. Absolutely needed. Shout out to Tidal. I don't know. Did he put it up on Spotify? Do you know?
I have not checked.
Shout out to Tidal.
Probably not. Tidal usually lets it breathe for like a week or so before.
I continue to be happy with my Tidal subscription. I didn't even have to go to YouTube once. Like, I waited. I got the notification came down. Jay Electronica Act 2. I sent you the screenshot. You were like, damn, that was quick. But
that was fast, bro.
Shout out to Jay Electronica for capitalizing on that and understanding that. That was very smart of him as well.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Who do you think I'm talking about next? Whose projects do you want to talk about next? You tell me. Good God. You know what? I'll make the decision for you. I got you. We just talked about Bryson Tiller, and literally I had that information that this album was supposed to be coming out the same week. And
Right.
I just completely glossed over it. Talked all that shit about Trap Soul. I knew Bryson Tiller. Literally, I knew Friday that he was going to drop something called Anniversary. It's a very lean 10 songs. Trills, is Tiller back, yo?
Look, I am not in the same feeling as some of these people that on Twitter are. Like, some people on Twitter are kind of tight. Mm-hmm. I thought this was good.
Right.
But I mean, it's a sophomore project. People got to remember that not everybody is going to not. Well, okay, right.
I think Note to Self is the second one.
Right, that's the second one.
Mm-hmm.
It's
what did they expect? What did they expect?
People expect the feeling that Tiller gave them the first time around.
I sort of got that.
He did his best to give people what they wanted.
But here's the thing, right? So this is the part that kind of gets me angry now that you're bringing this up about Bryson Tiller. Are you allowing people to dictate your direction when it comes to art? Because
seems like it.
Trap Soul is a red cover with you looking to the left. Anniversary is a blue cover with you looking to the right. And you heard all the complaints about your second album, and this seems like a direct sequel to Trap Soul. Now, look, having said all that, I really like this project. I do.
Yeah.
And spoiler alert, that Bryson Tiller and Drake song is on my top 5 this week. Sorry, I took the easy one. Sometimes the sweetest fruit is the lowest hanging.
Mm-hmm.
It's right there in front of you. It's easy. But that gets me mad, right? So this isn't whack. Let's just say that first. No. Not whack. But don't let people put you in pockets that you're not like. If you want to do this and this is what you wanted to do, fine.
Yeah.
But if you're listening to the criticism, now we're playing a dangerous game here.
Yeah.
And look, this is a stupid example, right? But this is what I'll equate it to. Remember when we first got a look at what Sonic the Hedgehog looked like in the right? Mm-hmm?
Yeah.
Okay. We didn't like it, right? But the internet backlash caused the film company to fix Sonic, Okay, look, Sonic was whack. But you listening to people now and you changing things, are you the creators or are we the creators?
Right.
If we're the creators, give us all the control then and let us fuck it all up.
And to your point, they spent more money, gave people the design of Sonic they wanted, and nobody went to see the shit.
Right. The movie was good too, I heard. But that's your fault.
So you made the fixes according to how fans felt for them to not even support the shit.
It still didn't even work, right? So here we go. Bryson Tiller is giving you a direct sequel to Trap Soul, and you still don't like it. Now I understand why this kid never drops anything.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get it, man. I like this project. It's very much in the lane of Trap Soul, very much, and I appreciate that. I have no problem with it. But again, the internet's got to be riled up about something. But it's so crazy that we were just talking about Trap Soul, and I was like, "Oh, I need new and it's like, it's like a few hours later, I looked and I was like, "You dumbass!" I was like, "He literally said Friday. This shit's coming up."
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite record on there? Besides the Drake record?
Besides the Drake record, I actually do like I like Always Forever, and I do like Inhale. I like what he did with the Mary sample.
Yeah, I mean, but that, you know what's crazy is, and this is what I'm really starting to feel, Chris. I'm gonna stop listening to people's singles. Like, I want to hear that album in the context of the album and be blown away. Yeah, because that is a dope record.
Yeah.
All right, bro. What's next, bro? I'm not. You know what? I'm trying to stay away from it. Like
I know
yeah. All
what
right.
you're
So
doing.
let's stay away from it. Let's stay away from it. Look, let's do 21 and Metro.
Okay.
Okay. Trills. This album's a fucking classic just because of Morgan Freeman.
I mean,
Listen to me.
you got God, bro.
Listen to me. This elevates 21 Savage to a new level, right?
Yeah.
But this elevates Morgan Freeman, and let me explain to you why. Morgan Freeman is so aware of what his voice would do on a 21 Savage album, not a rap album. Like, Morgan Freeman is exactly aware of who this is that he's jumping on with and understands exactly how we would all react and how impactful it would be. Morgan Freeman, don't ever fucking change ever in this life.
Yeah, man.
Incredible. 21 Savage. Incredible, man. That cannot be understated. Elevates this album. Now, let me just tell you that Metro Boomin is out here giving you every fucking hard beat that he can give you at this point.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yes.
Look, I love the way 21 floats all over these beats, but good goddamn, man, it's Metro. It's the Metro beats for me. Is that what the kids are saying? Is that how they're saying it? They're using it? Yeah. It's the Metro production for me.
Yeah, man.
Go, man. You know what? You know what else? The Cash Money.
Yes.
Yes.
Like,
talk about it. Yes. Talk about it.
Come on, bro. We got a pen and pixel cover, bro. Like, come on, bro. Let's go, man. It's just this is really going down as one of the most exciting and fun years for hip hop. It's long, man.
That's it, man. All these things are happening every week. We are like, I had someone, who's a big supporter of the pod, man, listens all the time, always asks what a new episode is. He's my fucking guy. He's like, bro, he goes, you guys make me want to listen to newer shit. And I'm like, there's so much great new hip hop out, man. Like, and it's across, like, look, we get hype about, the boom bap shit up here, but we're just as hype as this fucking Atlanta album right here, man. Like,
I mean, yeah.
That's the beauty of what's going on, is everyone's hitting right now from everywhere. Look, I didn't even listen to YG's album this week. I didn't dude, there's so much.
It's too much. There's too much.
I don't even I don't even know what else how much more I can divide my time so I can keep listening to these projects. They're coming in faster than I can actually break them down.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man, this, again, spoiler alert, Mr. Right Now is on my top 5. Oh my God. Can we dip into Drake and SZA a little bit?
Why not?
Where do we start holding Drake in esteem to what he's pulled as well too? And this, with the knowledge of whatever it is that we think of Drake, right? I've even heard women say, you know what, yeah, I know he's a little goofy sometimes and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Come on, Drake. You flexing on us on a rap, man, and just you threw that out there, you had that information that entire time.
Yeah.
You were sitting on that and you just decided, that's a flex. That's a flex. And then to have SZA come out and confirm it. Drake, you got the juice right now, bro.
I mean, look, man, Drake is doing exactly what he is supposed to be doing, bro. Look at the music that this man makes, bro, and where his reach is and how women feel about him, right? And add that to the man being single, right? He is doing what LL would have been doing if the man didn't have a wife, right? This is what you expect the man to do, and he is doing it magnificently.
For sure. Yeah. I just thought that was interesting because I was like, oh, is he just lying? And then she had to she came out because people were like, well, how old were you? And
in 2008.
But you see, people, that's the first thing people started to think about. You see, Give it a little bit more time, bro. Give it a little bit more time. When somebody else starts to slip up, you're going to start to hear way more about it than you are now. And you're hearing a lot about it.
Yep.
All right. That's something different. We're not, forget it. 21 Savage, big salute to you. This is probably your best project.
21 is getting better.
Yes. He flows all over this album. I love the character, all that shit. I love the Batman meme. You seen that Batman meme with him, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, Justice League, what powers you got? And he's like, I beat the shit out of one of y'all. He's like, y'all don't want to fight. But yeah, man, this is a really, really dope album. Perfect. See, this is what's crazy about this week, right? The spectrum. Like it's all the way across, right?
Yeah.
Jay Electronica is the conscious of the conscious. 21 is, on his, his gangster shit. And it's just like, both can be appreciated in the same way, the same week. And both need to be listened to this week. Like that's the best part. I'm not telling you blast one thing over the other. It's like, bro, you got a lot of options this week.
Yeah, man. Like this is feeling like what we are used to. We are used to having a plethora of options. People used to say that the options were gone, which they were, and maybe they're not all in mainstream right now, but we can find them now. We know where to find them. So this is like akin to us listening to Ghostface and then bouncing over to the Roots. Like,
this reminds me of like when I used to have to walk with the Discman and I was wearing jeans big enough that I could stuff 3 CDs in my fucking back pocket. Like, because you didn't want to listen to one thing. Like, there was so much, man. And then the other thing is too, is like, if we like one song on one CD, you had to bring the whole fucking CD. You know what I mean? Like, and it started to get to the point where because of the jeans, you couldn't put 2 and 3 in there because they weren't wide enough. So you just took one and you mashed like as many discs in that shit as you could and just closed that shit.
Yeah, bro.
Younger me, I'm ashamed of you because I don't treat my shit like that. How dare you?
But but I'm pretty sure you went home and got the alcohol pads or the cotton swab with the alcohol. Like.
Fuck that. And any CD I had a case for it. Any CD, you don't fuck like that. Like I used to walk into people's cribs and the CDs used to be flipped over, bro, and I would start like hyperventilating. Like I couldn't understand this shit. Like you're disrespecting the music. Like it don't make no fucking sense. Like that better be some trash. All right. Look, what's next? Look, I'll pick. Alchemist dropped something. Smoke Dizza dropped something. My boy Mark Rebier, who's the fucking god of just like improvising and making music. If you guys don't know who he is, that's the you know who he is, Trills. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You should look him up on Instagram. He dropped a bunch of his projects, songs that he did in a project too, man. It's just like the guy be fucking around and making some shit, man. It's the reason that it works is because he's dope at what he does and he don't really give a fuck, and that goes and people try to have that come through in their music, and that shit comes through in his music, like for sure. Like you understand that he's fucking around, but you understand that he's got it because he's talented.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Dizza, Alchemist. Do you want to just talk about it? Do you want to just get the elephant out of the room, bro? Like,
might as well, bro.
All right. Goodness gracious, let me pour something, man. So like, bro. I'm sorry for the dead air. I'm trying to compose myself. I'm trying to make sure that I don't allow a narrative that is probably out there and probably right at this point.
Hey, man, whatever, bro. Whatever, bro.
West Side Gun, Griselda.
Yeah, man.
Here's the flex. Conway's, I dropped 3 albums and they all in your top 10. I don't know what to say, Trills. I really don't, man. I don't. It's you know what's crazy about this album? It's the same thing. Same thing, right? Same sort of beats. Those dark, Mobb Deep, gritty ass fucking beats. I don't care. I don't care. This just sounds like the first time I heard it.
Yep.
What are we gonna make? You could make a top 10 list this year. Legit. And you know what? I'd be pissed at you for leaving a few albums off, but you could still make the argument. If you wanted to fill out 10 albums this year, all 10 of them could be Griselda albums.
Yeah.
You would have a really great argument at this point.
Yeah.
Say something. Say something.
This shit, bro. Like, all right, so this is what I'll say. To kind of shake this up. This project, I'm here for the features.
Okay, because I wanted to ask you, you got 2 Slick Ricks.
Yeah.
Okay? The joint with Slick Rick and Busta Rhymes is fucking fire too as well.
Yes.
Okay? Black Thought.
Yes.
And then you look through the feature list, right? And I don't want to jump to songs, right? I don't want to get too excited, but then I see one that says West Side Gun, Boldy James, and Jadakiss. And I'm like, I think I'm going to that one first. You're absolutely fucking right. And then you come out, Benny and Conway, out the gate. I want to give love, and I know you've been giving her love. Armani Caesar can fucking rap, and that song is fucking dope.
Yeah, man.
Man. I don't know, bro. Like, is there a better chooser of sound, picker of beats? I know I'm not even making words up. Like, I'm just making words up right now than this collective. Right now than West Side Gun. Like, if West Side Gun got them in such a pocket right now that they're all in, that it's like, Boldy's not even from Buffalo, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I don't fucking get it. And you just slide right in there and you're just like, I'm in here too. Like,
yeah, man.
Slick,
Phenomenal work, bro.
Slick Rick twice,
which means it only makes sense, right? Fly Guy has to. And let's say this, yo. These motherfuckers are paying homage like no one has ever paid homage. Come on, bro. Like, Fly Guy had to pay homage to the guy that started all this fly shit.
Talk about it. And it's the same thing we were talking about on the last project with Juvenile Hell. Like, this is a very aware group that understands the pocket that they're in and understands where they've lifted it from. Not lifted, but this is what they were influenced by. And in no way is this biting anything like that.
No.
This is being influenced and understanding, being aware where you're from and what it is that you're trying to represent.
You remember a year or two ago, everybody kept fucking saying for the culture. This is what it means.
Right.
This is fucking what it means.
Like, and then, like, I want to throw a cliche out there too. Like, this is the one that I got. Restore the feeling.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. Like, that's it. These guys are doing it in such a way that it's just like, it makes me feel like a kid again, bro. Like, I swear. Like, look, Trills, I listened to this album for the first time today. You know why? It came out on Friday, and I was like, I don't even want to listen to it, bro. Like, I was like, I don't want to listen to it. Like, you know, like, I was like, I'm going to wait. I want to wait.
Mm-hmm.
And then I put it on today, and I was like, oh, my fucking God. It's just as good as I thought it was.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy how you're like, this album's going to be fire, and then the album is fire.
Yeah, man.
We still got a Benny album coming with Hit Boy. Like realistically, we're in October. November and December are next, right? That's it. And we're done with this year. Realistically, they are going to fill out the top 10 probably with albums this year. Like, I like, what? How?
I like, if they aren't in at least 3 slots, at least.
3? Well, all right. So if you want to do, like, you don't want to overload it.
Well, this is what I'm saying is I am going to have to force myself
to take other albums.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. Like, the 3 that I've got, like, in my mind that are going straight in are Conway's latest joint, Boldy's shit, and probably this Gun project. And that's me disrespecting Benny and the other Gun projects.
It's going to be very hard for me to not put Pray for Paris in my top.
That's
10.
what I'm see what I just said? Do you see what I just said? I just said that I'll take this gun project and I left off Pray for Paris. Like, that's what I'm talking about right there. This is the same year. Pray for Paris came out when we first started this.
This shit's insane, bro.
What the fuck? 24 episodes later, 24 weeks later, 25 weeks later, you give us that and then this. This is, and I continue to say it, and I hate to sound like a broken record, down the line, when we look at years, you're going to be hard-pressed to find any collective. Eminem, Wu-Tang, G-Unit, any of y'all that have had a run like this. I hate to sound like I'm going crazy with recency bias, but the amount of quality projects is hard to argue.
Yeah, for sure.
Baldy's not even from Buffalo. I'm lost on that shit, bro. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. And Gun's been on Shady. He's been over there on his own thing. Like, I don't know, man. I just don't think that we're ever gonna see this again, man. I don't know. Like, what other group could you say? Like, even those people, like, let's say Cash Money, right? And a lot of these guys, you probably listen to their projects today and you're like, some of them they don't hold up.
Yeah.
I don't think that this music has staying power. If I feel this way in 2020 about music that feels like it's lifted from the 90s, then that is all you really need to know at this point. And right. I'm not the only one who thinks that way either. I'm not out here with hot takes. That's not a hot take, I don't think.
Yeah.
That's not Ja over 50. I don't know, man. I don't know what else needs to be said about them, about this project, about this week. Like I said, Alchemist dropped the project this week. Smoke DZA, YG. Like, these are projects that are out there right now for you to listen to, on top of 21, on top of Westside Gun, on top of the J Electronica shit. Like, this is a beautiful time for hip hop right now, man. Like, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. All right. About an hour, right? Hour 15. Not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah, I think we did good. We covered a lot of stuff, had some good discussions. Let's get into this top 5 so we don't, get punched on the internet. I already told you 2 of mine. I would imagine that we're probably going to bump heads here, given what's out. But let's try our best. You go first, Trills.
We at least have one of the same.
Okay.
Because I picked Mr. Right Now.
Yeah. Talk about it, man. Like, the song, like, what's, like, again, I hate to be like, oh, I'm looking through the things and I was like, all right. I was like, I got to check this one out right off the bat. Like, and yeah. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, man. So that's my first joint. So I'm gonna go with just because like I keep listening to it because the song is so wild. Liz Loves Luger, bro.
That's the shit. That's what I was talking about with that Armani. That's what I was talking about with that Armani feature. Yeah. That's what I wasn't bringing that up for the second feature. That's the one that I was like, oh shit.
She really got off on that shit, bro.
Yeah, man. Absolutely agree.
Gun is absolutely wild on that shit.
No, he pulls up. See, this is the energy, right? This is what we're talking about. Yo, bitch, I fucked your friend. Yeah, you stay. That's the energy. That's the energy.
Yeah.
And that's what I thought of. Right on, like, that's so funny that you brought that up. I was like, Gun, what happened here? But it works. It fucking works. But absolutely, yes. If my mom heard Westside Gun and the way he jumps on this song, she would, like, cut it off. Cut it off right now. Cut the shit off. Cut it off.
Definitely.
All right, keep going. That's great, man. That's so funny that you thought of it the same way. Yeah.
Third song is gonna be Big ASAP by Ferg.
You like it. So that's him talking about the ill shit. Explain to me a little bit. I know of the record, haven't heard it, but explain to me the verses and what he's trying to say.
It's really just representing the mob and what they start. It's not anything wild or disrespectful.
Something about you can't kick the leader out or some shit like that.
Yeah. But more than anything, I mean, aside from the whole drama surrounding it, the fucking song sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
Monica's on it.
Yeah, right. That's what I thought I saw in there too, right? That's
Yeah.
crazy. Monica. Those sort of features. Those sort of features I find are the hardest to pull off, right? Because Monica's got a niche following, probably, right? Like a lot of people that really like her, and it's like, okay, ASAP Ferg and Monica. Yeah. But hey, those are the hardest to pull off. That's why you got to shoot for them.
Yeah, he makes it feel like the vibe is perfect. It feels like a throwback, so he made it perfect for her to fit in. Fourth joint, I'm going with Georgia Smith and Popcorn is called "Come Over." Just still sticking to the vibey shit.
The vibe shit. Let me ask you a question, yo. And this has nothing to do with music. Is Georgia Smith fire?
Well, for me, there has been like some misses, but like
I'm not talking about music.
Oh, you're not talking about that. Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, 100%.
Oh man, I love that. You know what though? That's a testament to you, right? I asked you if Georgia Smith is fire, and you went right into the music and everything, and you were about to dissect it the right way, and I was the one with ill intention right there. So I like that. You said so, but all right. I actually wanted to ask you about the music and everything as well too, because I almost feel like sometimes with her, I might be missing something, right? That I'm not like, I don't know. You tell me like what, like, because I know that she's talented, right? And I like the songs that she's on and shit. It's just sometimes that shit doesn't always land for me, and it doesn't always.
Right. No, the problem is, in my opinion, is that market is kind of overflooded. So like you got Georgia, you got Snow, you got Ella, you got her. It's like it starts to blend, and it's kind of hard to like latch to somebody when it all kind of feels similar.
Right. That's a good point. As always, you're fucking wise. I don't know why your beard isn't grayer.
It's getting there, bro.
Oh. I saw one and I was like happy. I was like, oh shit, like I am growing up. Like I thought I was still a boy. Like I was like, oh shit, there is one there. I was like, oh wow, there it is. All right.
Yeah, mine they're starting under, and like I could never see them, but my shorty sees them, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Nah, mine is almost like I can see it and I can find it. It's like one long one, but like it's hard to like show other people. I think I don't know. Whatever. I might be saying whatever. Go with the
one. My last one, I just discovered this guy, Terrell Morris. This song "Got the Love" is super dope.
That's dope. I never heard of him. Tell me more.
So it's R&B, but also like kind of funky. It's kind of hard to place what it feels like, but you will for sure dig this shit. 100%.
I like that. All right. So I already told you, Mr. Right Now, Out of Time. That's Tiller and Drake. That's 2. The West Side joint that I picked, All Praises. Boldy and Jada. Yeah, I don't even know if that even like really needs like an explanation. Like honestly,
not really.
Right. I got Bonnie and Clyde. The Jay Electronica joint. These are songs that I listen to, in a row.
Yeah. And
probably my last one is gonna be from Mark Rebillier. It's called Coffee. Okay. So I had noticed him on Instagram and everything, and he does the YouTubes, and he's been on Kenny Beach shit, right? But like he did a drive-in show pretty recently where it was socially distanced, right? Everybody had to wear masks. Obviously, you're in your own car, so right. But Erykah Badu pulled up for one of them to perform with him. And that shit was like, it was like a perfect marriage of talent, funny, crazy. Like they all like it just all worked. And this Coffee shit this shit's a slap. Like low key, this shit is hard as fuck. And he's like, drip, drip, drip. Gotta get that little drip, drip, drip. And Erykah reposted it on her Instagram, this same song or whatever. So like honestly, if you guys are looking for a song that's like, you know, dope, but also put a smile on your face, you sit around and you fuck around and you laugh. If you really want to laugh, watch that shit on YouTube and watch him do that shit live. Like he loops it like with the MPC. Like he'll start it with the MPC, stop it right there and loop it, and then just keep going, and then he just adds to it, and then whatever's the finished product is whatever he ends up putting out. And it actually is really fun. Like if you guys want to see a dope one, see him on Sway in the Morning. Mm-hmm. That one was fucking dope. Like he killed that shit. Like he was like he that's what he does at his shows. He loops everything in front of you, and then he fucks around with the lyrics and he freestyles that shit, and everybody goes crazy because he be saying like the off the wall shit.
That is crazy creative, man.
Right, that's the thing. Like, see, that's what I mean, Trills. Like I know you dig it because it's like, bro, to understand what it takes to do that easily, that's not easy. Just because he makes it look easy doesn't mean it's easy. To be able to hit the sample the right way, he sometimes plays the background things and then he hits that and then he goes to the next one. He builds the entire beat in front of you. Yeah. And he sings over it. Yeah. Sometimes the message is serious. Sometimes it is. Sometimes he be fucking around, you know. Yeah. But Coffee's a dope one. So yeah, man. That's my 5. Trills, what's up, yo? What you got coming up, man? Like shooting videos, all that stuff. Talk to me, man.
Yeah, man. So Friday, the single Carl Kanai will be out. Me and Prince Ox song, we got 4 other dudes on it from, you know what I mean, around the hood, and you know, just mixing and blending collectives. So that will be out Friday, so y'all can stream and run that up. And then we'll decide when we want to drop the video. I'm still trying to decide how I'm going to play it because I still have to release Let It Ring, Black Parade's video. So I'm just trying to line everything up. But October is going to be really, really, really dope with visuals from our side. And yeah, we're just waiting Friday so everybody can hear the song, which is exciting. It's always exciting.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Yo, and shout out to the people. One of my peoples, you know Dro, right?
Yeah.
Dro hit me and he was like, yo, just ordered my Potent Podcast Dad. He was like, it's coming to the crib. So shout out to him. Shout out to everybody who's been asking about the merch and everything. Like, you know, I wore the hat on a 49ers podcast and got a lot of, you know, people were like, oh, you know, that's what's up. Like, if you notice, our YouTube now has comments from people from that who like, you know, actually agree with us. Like we had somebody go all the way back to episode 2. We had a discussion about RZA and Premier and like, you know, like, so it's really cool, man. Like a lot of things are opening up. Like a lot more people are getting their eyes on it. That has a lot to do with having Grant on the show, you know, us being consistent and you know, like at first it was just the people that we knew that were supporting this, and it's like now, like there's people out there that actually are waiting for our stuff to drop, and it's crazy and humbling, and it's just like I want to say thank you. Like honestly, like when we made this, right? When you and I made this, we made this just like because we knew that we were gonna put out quality content because you and I are both historians as we are, but really just because we were trying to have fun and shit. And that's all it really is, more at the end of it. Like, I look forward to this. Like, I've been so deep in football that I was like, oh my God, tonight I don't have to do shit. There's no football on Tuesday. I already did all that other shit. I can have a glass of wine and sit here and talk with you about music or whatever. And like, this is like perfect, yo, because I fucking need it, bro. Right now, I'm knee deep in football right now, bro. This shit is insane, man. And the 49ers aren't doing well, and the fans are like yelling at me and shit. And I'm like, I don't play, and it's just like, I don't know, bro. Like, you know, I'm trying to just tell you what I see, like, just, whatever. But yeah, follow the Instagram at the Poem Podcast. That's probably the best way that you'll find us. That's where we're the most active, and we post you know, the videos and the clips from the episodes. Your best bet is to subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on Apple Podcasts, subscribe on Google Podcasts, subscribe on Spotify. And once we drop the episode, you'll be notified. So you don't have to really worry about like when we drop it. You'll know first.
Right.
And the same thing with the link tree. If you guys are interested in the top 5, make sure that you check on Spotify. I know a lot of people don't have Tidal, but you know, we got to work on the Apple Music thing. Somebody asked me the other day, they were like, damn, you know, you don't got Apple Music. I'm just like, You and I might have to split the cost on Apple Music just to make
We could do that.
Yeah, I hate it. Too many things. No, I love it, actually. If you guys are asking for it, it's because you actually like the music that we're providing on there, and I appreciate that. So I'll take that back. But yeah, man, episode 24 in the books, man. Thank you, Trills, as always, bro. And
Thank you, bro.
We'll check y'all in, next week.
Yeah.
Later.
Yeah.